Hi, my loves. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. Let us pull some cards for some midweek guidance for us. Today we have Mars in Scorpio forming an opposition to Uranus in Taurus, and this could potentially stir up some impatience or some restlessness. This could be pretty provoking for some of us. So if you're feeling a lot of fire energy cooking inside of you, just be really mindful of how you want to channel that energy outward. We can use this energy constructively. It can be helpful for helping us to push past a fear or push past a block or get out of our own way in a certain sense, or stir up energy in an area of our life that feels like it could use it right now. Just be mindful of how you want to use this energy today. Of course, the moon is waxing its way to full for the November 19th Taurus lunar eclipse. So again, energy is building, emotions are building. Really important that we stay grounded and nourish ourselves right now. It might feel like there's a lot up in the air that we don't necessarily have control over right now, and that's definitely the case with eclipse season. So be the observer of your situation, be the observer of your thoughts and your emotions, and know that some things are none of your business, including sometimes your future, your destiny, what the universe is cooking up for you. Let's pull some cards for some midweek guidance for us. The Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, and the Hermit. There is a lot that we don't have control over right now. Things are changing in a big way. Things are changing in a quick way right now. And don't underestimate how fast aligned change can come when the time is right. We cannot force divine time. This is very much at play right now. The wheel is turning and we are entering into a new chapter, a new season of our life. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling stagnant, if you're feeling like you are dragging some shit behind you, just wait. Just wait. The wheel is turning and we have grabbed onto it, and it is taking us into a new paradigm, a new way of relating to our next horizon right now, and a new way of relating to what's meaningful to us, a new way of relating to our truth and how we are exploring it. With the Three of Wands, we are ready for the new. We are already in that Sagittarius season energy of looking to the next horizon, and in that sort of visioneering energy of like wanting to expand our horizons through learning and growth and goals and looking outward, and like really in this moment of wanting to feel empowered. And it might kind of feel a little bit defeating or disheartening right now to be in this energy of the Wheel of Fortune, where we're feeling like trying to let go of the past, or maybe even feeling a little bit like caught up in the uncertainties and can't get over something, or can't stop clinging to something, or can't stop worrying about something, or needing something before we move forward. But we don't actually need to wait for anything. Like, we can do what we can with what we have now to start bringing in the new. And it actually starts by being even more intentional about how we're moving around our world right now. With the Hermit, there's this beautiful energy of potential that is like glowing inside of us right now. And this is definitely a time to really call back our power, call back our attention from the outside world, and think about going deeper into what is true, deeper into what is meaningful. Like, we need to, if you're feeling like you're kind of like looking towards the next thing, or thinking about what's next for me, or what do I want, or how can I call in the next, and you're getting overwhelmed, or you're getting like drained by this process in any way, come back home to you. Come back home to you. It's even more meaningful, even more authentic, even more intentional. That's what the Hermit asks us to do. That's how we can move the wheel forward in our favor. That's how we can really make progress. What's lighting you up right now? What's the star in your lantern? A really important part of the Hermit is that it is such a wise move to remember that all you need to know is the next right step on the path. The Hermit only knows the next right step because the lantern doesn't light up the whole path. It's one step at a time. one intentional step at a time, learning all we can from that one step. What are you learning in this season of your life, this maybe transition period that you're in right now? Like, bring your whole conscious awareness to that right now. It's okay to be kind of in between. It's okay to not really know what this chapter of your life is about, or it's okay to feel kind of like in flux right now. But bring your awareness to that. Like, what am I learning right now? What is this period about for me? What have I wrapped up? What have I learned in this last chapter of my life? And what do I feel like is the next thing for me? Like, get really quiet with yourself. Pre-eclipse season, pre-holiday, pre-New Year, give yourself the gift of getting really quiet with yourself and taking back your attention, taking back your sights from everything else, everyone else, the world outside of you. And for 1 second, put up your boundaries even more fully. Internal boundaries, mental boundaries, psychic boundaries, emotional boundaries, physical boundaries. Give yourself time to catch up with your soul. And if this takes some time, and if you're maybe getting a little bit impatient, like I think sometimes we can want to rush things. We can get impatient with the needs of the body, impatient with the needs of the emotions, and impatient with our whole being needs. And certainly in transition seasons, you know, we might like just be feeling like we have a lot of needs right now. And don't be impatient with that. You know, remember that you have to take time for you. It's work to be human sometimes, and that's work that's worth doing. Just bringing your awareness to your needs and saying, what do I need today? In that is a universe of the way forward, right? It's inside of you. It's inside of us. Like, where are you trying to rush things? Where are you feeling a grasping energy in your life? What outcomes are you grasping onto in any way? Like, take a step back. Like, call bullshit on that. Feeling a grasping energy is a cue to invite in more faith in the process, more faith in the turning of the wheel, and remember that you don't have control over this whole ship that's called your life. You don't always know what's best for you, and thank God. But you do know what's meaningful to you. You do know what lights you up. You do know who you are in the essence of your soul. You do know what your life is about. But you don't need to know exactly what is next all the time. You don't need to know exactly when the person is coming. You don't even need to try. You don't need to know when the money's coming in or when all of this stuff is happening. That's not the point of any of this. It's certainly not the point of tarot, not to me. Eclipse season reminds us that time is just, like, time feels weird right now, right? Like, time feels different during an eclipse season. The Seven of Pentacles, in reflection and in looking at our previous cycles, remembering that things flow in cycles, things grow in cycles, energy levels flow in cycles. In looking at the past, we can determine what the future holds for us. Looking at what we've planted in the past, how that grew, how that felt. It's not about rushing forward to the next. It's right now, reflecting on the past. Today, Venus enters its pre-retrograde shadow period. It's going to be retrograde on December 19th until January 29th. And as of today, it is going to be retracing its steps, like from now until December 19th. So all the choices that we make right now all of the new things that we start right now, we're going to be revisiting them. So it's not time to start new things at all. Time to plan, time to reflect, time to take things home to self and just be with you, mull things over, how things feel, commune with the divine, commune with your guides. But it's not a time to be in fool energy or anything like that. Let's just get confirmation on that. One more card. Seven of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Seasons, turnings. There's a season for everything. There's a season for growing, a season for harvesting, a season for germinating. Knight of Cups. This is a season for nourishment, a season for filling up your cup, and intentionally filling up your cup with the people that you love, doing the activities that you love, being really good to your body so that you can move forward. That's mobilizing. The Knight of Cups is mobilized, motivated, propelled by emotions, feelings, nourishment, self-care. The body doesn't lie. Let's pull an Earth Magic Oracle card. Okay. Well, the full moon is showing up here, and also ancestors, generations. All right. Ancestors, generations. Ancestors are those from whom we are descended, with a lineage that starts with our parents and grandparents and stretches back hundreds and even thousands of years. We carry our ancestors' bloodline and are connected to them both genetically and spiritually in an underlying continuity of which we may only barely be aware. Although environment and circumstance contribute to shaping us, particularly when we're young, an innate thread of kinship exists that has run the course of history for thousands of years and is contained in our bodies and our being. Since we're biologically and soulfully connected to these spirit beings, we can readily call upon them for guidance and assist them in matters concerning our family, community, and ourselves. In this card's image, the hand symbolized the constant connection with the past. The Australian Aborigines consider their ancestors the core of their spirituality and culture, and the rainbow serpent intertwines itself through the hand's fingers, representing how Aborigines honor all creation. No matter our heritage, we have much to learn from our ancestors. And of course, the full moon. Let this full moon illuminate the parts of your past and the parts of your lineage that are relevant for you right now. My sweet magical people, I'm wishing you an absolutely wonderful rest of your week and rest of this waxing moon period. If you would like a reading with me, hit the link in my bio. I also have an email course starting on the day of the lunar eclipse on the 19th. It is Yuletide Reflections, 14 days of intentional journaling to receive the gifts of 2021, all about working with the energy of the eclipse season gateway between the 19th and December 4th, a really potent time. So if you want to work with me during that, sign up for Yuletide Reflections and get one astrology themed journal prompt, journal mission per day to work with the energy of this juicy period of time. My loves.